Hey, podcaster, I'm Tim Alberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can grow your podcast authority, generate leads, and convert with ease. Today's tip is let AI boost your authority. How your podcast sounds plays a big role in your authority. Think about it. You've listened to shows that sound like crap. I bet you've even bailed from shows that sound like crap. I know I have. I usually do. To prove my point, here's a question. Would you take podcasting advice from me if my show sounded like this? If I showed up every week, every episode sounding like this, would you take me seriously? No. No, you would not. So, how your podcast sounds is a big part of how well your podcast serves as a marketing tool for your business. The quality of your show speaks volumes about your authority and your brand. I'm going to give you an example of AI-treated audio before and after in just a moment. Now, I stand by one golden rule of podcast recording, or any sort of recording, and that is shit in is shit out. Check out episode 20 of Just One Tip from your podcast performance coach for more on this concept. What do I mean by shit in? You're talking about when you or your guest is off mic or have the wrong mic selected. Your guest shows up with crappy Bluetooth AirPods. There's a whiny air conditioning hum in the background or an echo like you're in a bathroom. And this is a true story. A dog panting on your guest's lap for the entire interview. This is shit audio. This is shit audio in, and it's going to become shit audio on the way out. However, cleaning up shit has gotten a lot easier. How many times can I say shit in an episode? Wow, I think I'm breaking a record here. Yes, AI can be your friend. Some of you don't want to touch it. Some of you have gotten deep into AI already and use it for everything. And there are some of you that are in between. Well, when it comes to your podcast production, AI can help boost that authority by making your show sound sweeter. When I first learned audio engineering, it was a complicated process that required a lot of tweaking, skill, and a really good set of ears. We'd use de-reverb tools and filters or EQ and frequency manipulation to try and pinpoint those annoyances. And sometimes the more effects you added to use to clean up your audio, the more synthesized your audio became, almost defeating the purpose. Well, today you can throw all of that painstaking work out of the window because now AI can help you do this with the push of one button. AI analyzes the audio, identifies the flaws like noise or distortion, and then uses algorithms to reconstruct or enhance the sound. It's like a digital cleanup crew that reduces background noise, corrects volume levels, and clarifies speech. Yeah, AI is doing a deep clean of your podcast recording. And there are plenty of AI audio sweetening tools on the market, and I'm not going to review them all today, but I'm going to share two that are working for me and my clients right now. Stick around until the end because I'm also going to give you a very important tip on how to avoid killing your authority by using AI audio sweetening tools. Okay, the first AI tool for improving your audio can be found inside Riverside. Riverside is an online audio recording studio. I'll share a link in the show notes if you're curious. Most of my clients use Riverside to record interviews because it has a lot of great features and the output sounds great. A feature they have is a one-button push that instantly cleans up sound. Once your show is recorded, you just hit the button that says Generate Magic Audio, and AI will go in and sweeten everything up. This is only available on the Pro plan, by the way. Several of my clients edit inside Riverside and have found this magic button, well, kind of magical. The one thing I don't love about that option is that it's kind of an all or nothing thing. This is the case for many of the AI audio sweetening tools, but they're not all alike, which brings me to my second recommendation. Enhance Speech version 2. This is from podcast.adobe.com and is a premier feature, but there is a free limited version of it. I already use Adobe Audition for editing, so when this tool popped up, I gave it a try and I was a little skeptical at the beginning. I thought there was no way it could be better than my decades of experience, the tools that I use, etc., etc. Just give me 1 second here for a sec. That is me eating humble pie. And it is delicious, by the way, because this tool has saved me a ton of time and it sounds great. What I particularly love is that you can adjust the settings. So you can enhance the voice a little or a lot and separately clean up the background a little or a lot. Genius. Being in control of how much AI assistance you add is the key because your audience is more savvy than you think. Remember when you first heard a singer use auto-tune? Maybe you thought, oh, cool, sound, this is neat. Then as more and more singers started to use it, you maybe thought, can this person actually sing or is this just all auto-tune? Often, as we know, AI doesn't always get it right. Some of these one-touch tools create more problems like muffled sections or complete dropouts. So here is my warning about using AI audio sweetening. Don't overdo it and don't over-rely on it. Plan A should always be to record golden audio. Be on mic, get close to your mic, get your guest closer to whatever mic they have or don't have. Eliminate background noise. Do the work before hitting record to ensure you always have a great sounding show. Okay, you know that crappy audio I gave you at the top of the show? Well, here it is raw again. Would you take podcasting advice from me if my show sounded like this? And here it is after using AI to sweeten it up. Would you take podcasting advice from me if my show sounded like this? So as you can hear, a big difference, right? I mean, it can save your bacon if you need it to. Don't forget that how your podcast sounds is a reflection of you and your brand. Maintaining consistency, high quality sound, sounding like an authority, treating your audience with respect by giving them your best. All of these contribute to you building authority and nurturing a relationship with your audience. They can hear when you overdo it with AI, even if it's on a subconscious level. They might question how authentic you are when they detect audio manipulation. There are even tools these days that can replicate your voice. I'll leave that for another episode, but these tools and trends are eroding trust. Podcast listeners are skeptical about what's real and what's fake or AI. The trust gap is real, and you definitely don't want to do anything to widen that gap. Your podcast is all about building relationships with your audience, so don't compromise that. Use these tools when you need them, not as a crutch, and you'll sound sweet and keep your audience sweet on you too. And I hope that's just the tip you need. Oh, and there is one more piece to having a podcast that builds your authority while nurturing an audience full of your ideal customers. And that is to have a podcast that is aligned with your business. Podcast business alignment is just one of the 6 steps we do in the podcast tune-up. You'll find the link for that in the show notes. Go there, click it, and let's make your podcast more effective in delivering leads and nurturing prospects. Find out more about the podcast tune-up at podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Wolberg. See ya.